Back to it. Getting ready to destroy the last Kelpie, something. It was a holy place for the people of ancient Nerd, constructed in the earliest days of their history. This Colosseum served as proving grounds for trial by combat. Historical records indicate that Argenta did not jail their own kind. Rather, prisoners and criminals were granted the right to earn their chance at regaining honor through victory in the arena. Those who succeeded were given a place to fight in the front lines of the Sentinel army, to die in service of Argenta. Traditional use of arena has subsided since the assimilation with the Dark Realm. Corrupted priests now allow more violent exchanges with armed captives pitted against demons for sport. The priests of Order Deeg continue to hold undisputed power. Argent spilling the blood of the Argent Ascended class will result in the transgressors' banishment. This silence amongst Argenta will be denied to any who do not adhere to the rules of engagement. We got 5. What? Okay, that's cool. 11 of those. And upgrade that. Get the flame. Yeah, that's right, I got the flame book. What else do I need? One nearby enemy with a microwave explosion 15 times. Got 2 left. Stupid controllers sticking.
We found him in the valley, just outside the castle walls. He was badly wounded and wearing this.
Guts. Huge guts. Kill them. Must kill them all.
He has fight in him yet.
In spite of his injuries.
Send him to the arena. Let him be judged like the others.
History of the Sentinels, Part 6? No, that's 4, okay. The time of King Novik, as Argenta secured peace safe through the dimensions, across time and space, an outlander came to us. He was not of our world, and spoke an ugly tongue. How he first took step upon our land was unknown. The Sentinel scouts had found the outlander bloodied, clawed, and near death, mumbling of impending doom and the forces of darkness. Scent of blood followed, and the gore that stained his armor seemed not entirely his own. By Argenta law, the stranger would be judged in the Colosseum, where he would be given the chance of all who stray from the path to fight for his freedom. We knew not of this stranger. His mind seemed crippled with rage. He dressed in attire not suited for our land, and carried munition of arcane origin. We watched as his will overcame his injuries, and in the blood arena he proved his worth. The Outlander's technique was crude and brutal, but the determination in his charge echoed that of any true-born sentinel. His war cry echoed through the Colosseum, as did the sound of his fury, and the guards cheered his banner. Rip and tear, they shouted, as the beast pushed beyond mortal wounds and certain death. He would be gifted no rank, no title. The survivors in the arena were provided only one reward, the right to earn an honorable death while spreading the blessings of the Makers to those in need. The Outlander's determination was witnessed, his ravings documented, and through the word of the Order Dieg, the Khan Maker had him brought before her. She set her minions to learning his tongue, for with his ugly words he spoke of lands unseen, creatures born of fire, and a dark place unknown to the Queen and her caste. Yet another opportunity to expand the gift of the Makers to those in need. Okay. So he's not a sentinel? He's part of the demons, or was in their realm?
I offer you a great powerful one, a sign of truce.
Okay. I didn't know I could get up there. Not let me get up there. Nope. Sentinels, Part 5. Translation from the Litra Septuaginta, Book of Kings. On the eve of the Black Star, the Dark Ones came from a world beneath our own. not through ship nor ephemeral vessel, but through the fabric of dimensions. Out of the swirling fiery gates came horned beasts from timeless realm. First one, then many. Crashing waves of evil swelled from the obsidian forest of the Argentian overlands. The Loram clans from the eastern mountains fell first to the black hordes of devils, and the city of Talorum was slung under the weight of their charge. We sentinels rose to meet the beasts with spear in hand and the might of the holy fleet striking back at the demons. But the dark gates from whence they came gave birth still to even greater hordes. A line of blood was drawn with the fallen on both sides, and the unholy wars began as the time of darkness came upon us. Okay. Fire. They won't let me in.
I know of what you have left behind. Go back to it then. Leave this crusade. You cannot save them. They have asked me for this, and so I give it to them. If you let the priest live, then I will return to you what the demons took from you so long ago. You need only turn back, and it will be yours again. All the pain you carry will be gone.
Oh, hey. History of the Sentinels part. What? But this is before the other one. Okay. So here's this one. Unlike enemies of the past, we could not contain the demons emerging from the dark realm. Their weaponry is not conjured from machined steel, but from the essence of their very being. Dark magic was not known to us in our many conquests, and we've grown overconfident. Our victories served to dull our blade as we drank in the glory of our expanding empire. Lost, we knew not of how to prevail against this foe. The maker gods stood perplexed, and our engineers and priests scrambled to find the advantage in battle we so desperately needed. Unknown the enemy, we were pushed to the brink of defeat, and our gods stood with us as we worked to find the answer. The Order of the Dig were the first to unlock the mystery of these foul creatures. The priests were able to capture several of the beasts and set about to identify the source of their power. It was then that The essence of the Dark Realm was discovered, not wholly unlike our own. This power is the life essence that flowed through their twisted form and powered their attacks. It could be harnessed to power our own weapons, giving the Argenta the chance to combat the demons on even footing. The priest believed that with greater knowledge of the essence, we could discover its source and cut it off from the demons, the string of our armies from within, allowing us to regain the advantage we required for victory on the battlefield. Khanmaker gave blessings to Her Majesty and directed the priest to delve deeper into the mysteries of the Scarlet Elixir from the demonic realm, for she sought only to return balance to our universe. Proper assimilation was required as hell stood beyond her influence. After great effort, the priests discovered more than they had ever hoped. They learned of the true nature of the demonic entry, how it could strengthen those skilled enough to harness its power. The energy coursing through the malformed bodies of our relentless army could be used to end life or to enhance it. The power to heal, the power to mend, immortality, knowledge, and enlightened faculties beyond our understanding. With the demon's life force in the skilled hands of the sentinel priests and under the righteous gaze of Khanmaker, our people would not only rise to victory over the unholy horde that clawed at our walls, he would move to the higher plateau of existence, ushering in a new era of military science and industrial healing. No sentinel would grow sick. No maker would need to suffer the transfiguration that they so feared. All would be risen. None could ever oppose our peaceful ways and threaten our worlds again. True balance over hell and its legions, over space and time in this world and all others, we would dictate the order. United with the Makers, we would find peace eternal. The Khanmaker demanded a tithe of the essence, and driven by her desire, the priests submitted themselves to her will. In order, the Deeg took counsel with the king. Speak only of the spoiled lands sure to be found. Oh, gosh dang it. Through the cleft in the creation and the opportunity to purge the new invaders from Argentina. We took the war to their cursed land, pressing through the gates of wizardry. There was one amongst us who seemed to know the true nature of these foul demons. It was the Outlander, the stranger who had come to us from places unknown. He who had survived in the front lines far longer than any sentinel-born prisoner had before. His passion for battle against the vile horde was evident, his lust for their destruction matching our own. Through Argent Dinur remained a foreign land. His fervor caught the attention of the Inquisitors of the Sentinel Guard, some whispering of the suspected allegiance he held in secret with the demons. Silencing the critics, King Novik deemed him worthy of selection. The signifiers brought a commission to our king that decided that he be lifted from the common rabble. Though no arena-born prisoner has ever been granted the honor, the Knight Sentinels broke tradition and deemed the Outlander worthy of training. A number of disciples grumbled and chafed at the barbarian present in their ranks, but in the war with the demons, all opportunities for even the slightest advantages were to be considered, and as they witnessed the stranger spar with their hall masters, they found in him an undying, unrelenting compatriot. This man was an outsider, friend to none, and yet rose each time he was thrown into the dirt of the circle. Battered and bruised, his brow stained with the blood, he rose with grim determination for the chance to face his enemies in armed combat once again. Time passed as the stranger was instructed in the codified matrices of their order, the ancient lessons of battle and brotherhood taught to all sentinels. He could sense the opportunity before him. Soon all of hell would feel his wrath once again. Satisfied that he would know that he would not be a detriment to their prowess, the Night Sentinels granted him his wish as they ventured through the Hell Gates with the stranger in tow. They knew no rest, fighting in the unnatural elements of training under the blood moon of night. The stranger suffered exhaustion, wounds, and sickness, but asked for no aid and was offered. 3 times the Night Sentinels ventured into the gate and back, and once every return the stranger strode more capable than before, his gait locked in step with the march of the Sentinels. A disciplined and now controlled lust for demon blood ever present, the passing of years and the numerous battles with the devils indentured the stranger to Argent's mightiest warriors, and no longer did they condescend him as a new-blooded conscript, for to them he had become a brother in arms, forged in war, an ally, and a weapon. Okay. Well, that was a lot. Anything else? Oh, there's a toy. Toy. Oh, one up. How do you get in there?
I pity the humans. I do. Theirs is a hard role to play. But I too have a world to save. Without their souls, there can be no hell energy, and the Argent will cease to flow. I cannot allow this to happen. You will not stand in the way of Erdak's progress. This is how it has always been done. It is not for you to deny us our chance at prosperity.
As we warred with the beast, the Argenta society grew under the watchful eye of the Makers, and through the endless power of the Essence. While our generals were consumed with the unholy war, our culture was marked by the beautiful potion the enemy had provided us. The sweet elixir brought us immeasurable capacity and empowered us to reach farther into dimensions once thought to be beyond our grasp. Under the direction of our Maker, gods, and engineering of our High Priest, our weapons blazed and our war machines stormed. The throngs of the populace drank deeply from the well of energy unveiled by the priest, but we of the Night Sentinels took no part in their abundance. Some among us whispered accusations and warnings against this manner of progress, but they were quelled, as it was not our role to dictate the future of our people, only to defend it. Oops, I went the wrong way. black star ascended to its zenith, King Novik sat restless on his throne as the howling darkness began to assemble. Just beyond the mountain rise east, the blight came upon us in droves, flooding forth from the Hellgate with merciless fury. They brought with them a monstrous monstrous titan, the dreadnought, a beast to rival the stature and menace of even the mightiest ancestral. The grotesque giant laid waste to all before him, crushing all in his path. This was a total demonic assault striking at the heart of Argent. As never before, how was it that the behemoth could pass through the demonic gate without warning? We would never know, though the night sentinels believed treason was at play. Caught off guard, the sentinels scrambled late in defiance of the Titan and his horde, and with his coming, the holy city of Taras Nabad prepared for judgment. With the onslaught of the demons massed in the sprawling shadow of the abhorrent fiend, the city shook to its foundations. None were spared, save those that fled north. The vile swarm ransacked our temples and palaces, burning our towers and feasting on the souls of our clergy. Yet the night sentinels rallied and held fast against the demons, though they were pushed back and corralled at the blood arena. As the dark of night descended, their swords remained potent and shred the enemy multitude with abandon. Amidst the unyielding ranks of the sentinels, when all of their apprentices had fallen, in battle stood the Outlander. Rip and tear he roared, ferocious in battle. The remaining conscripts of the arena stood in awe as they witnessed the beast who had once raged within their very cells, now armored alongside the shoulders of his sentinel brothers. He had risen where none other had before, a true-born sentinel fighter, the very best among them. But through the swarm, before their assaults, the Titan remained invincible, for none could tame the behemoth alone. In the hours before dawn, as the night sentinels weathered the relentless assault, the Outlander held his ground at the front gate of the great wall in the northern bend of the castle. Seeing his unending vigor, Samur, Chancellor to the Mother God, hurried the Outlander away under veil of secrecy, and for a reason unknown, submitted him to a rite untold. This was heresy, for Samur received no consent from the Khan Maker, nor did he receive her counsel in the Chapel of Purity. The Outlander submitted himself to the divinity machine. There, Samur Maker, the Seraphim, known to us only as the aid of the Mother God, blessed the Outlander with fierce speed and power to match his will. It was the method by which this transfusion took place that was not most uncertain to us, for we were of the knowledge that the Maker device bestowed onto Argenta so many generations ago was to be used by the priests only to find the impurity among us. But how could it be that the device meant to cull the sentinel breed of its contaminants could then be used to purify the Outlander's body and give rise to the one who leads us into battle henceforth? What rose from the holy coffin on that fateful day was not the impure abomination the Covenant warned us of. The hero within would come to be known only as the great slayer, the Time Walker, the warrior Khan, whose fire sword would blaze forth a path for the just and cut through the demonic horde with the vengeance that only a god king could summon. He rose, unbroken by the ritual, his eyes burning with the Maker magic. He took the crucible in his hands, and wraith fire leapt forth from the blade, as only it will when held by a true sentinel warrior king. In our darkest hour, the Slayer has been chosen, defying tradition, our most sacred laws, and the will of the great Khan herself, a stranger to our lands, had been blessed with celestial might.
I cannot stand by and watch as you put our future at risk. Earth will be consumed, and the energy will continue to flow. It is your people's survival against mine.
Diagrav remains the most powerful of the Hell Priests amongst the people of Argent D'Nur, frequently visiting his ancient homeworld to lord over the populace. Arrogant and pompous, Grav calls for blood sport in the arena to entertain the fallen citizens of Sentinel Prime since the demonic invasion of Earth began. He has operated on the planet's surface along with fellow Hell Priests to direct Hell's forces, but after the deaths of Diag Nillox and Diag Rannoch, he has fled to the safety of the arena. It was Diagrav who facilitated the torment and eventual betrayal of Sentinel Commander Valen, taking the keys of Sepulchre of elements and opening the vaults of the sleeping race. Ancient creatures were abducted, transported to hell, and tortured to siphon away their power. He used the heart of the Valen sun to animate this icon of sin. Titan still spoke in the language throughout Argent D'Nur. Okay. Years following the Golden Age, competing factions of Argent D'Nur turned against one another. Sidious influence had beset itself upon the Sentinel people, corrupting its once held sacred traditions. The Colosseum, once a place of honorable combat where prisoners in the Argenta were tested for the right to fight in the front lines of their army, had since become a place of blood sport. In violation of the Sentinel law, the priests have caged a demon there, a merciless executor, once to enact judgment of their own decree. The gladiator wielding the cursed shield which entombs the tormented soul of his undying master, remains undefeated in battle, infamous for many lives it has.
You'll make a fine addition to the front lines, stranger.
The demons! They are everywhere. must kill them all.
Dress his wounds and bring him to us. I want to know more about the others he speaks of.
Yes, Your Grace. If Sentinel holy blood is spilled on these grounds, you will lose all sovereignty here. consumed, regardless of what...
The portal is ready. We should leave immediately.
The Godmaker has overloaded your systems. Vega has no control over...
If you had let the culling continue, the human race you fight to protect would have survived. Now I will resurrect the Icon of Sin. He will devour Earth and leave your home world in ruins. Life on your planet shall never return. And this will be yet another world you brought to extinction. This stronghold will now serve as your prison. With no power, you can do no more harm to our mission, and we may continue the work that must be done.
She didn't know you had the demonic crucible. In the end, the very power source you sought to eradicate from Earth is now what will help you save it.
The mission on Sentinel Prime was a success. The demonic consumption of Earth has been stopped.
Only a Slayer's Crucible blade can stop a Titan. You must get to the Sentinel city of Taras Nabad to retrieve your Crucible before it is too late. Without it, the Titan cannot be stopped.
Setting the portal to Taras Nabad.
Did I get any special batteries? No, I don't think I did. I don't think there's no place. I must stop it after I get where I'm going.
This is the Resistance Network.
Well, I do have some.
Broadcasting live from inside the Arctic safe zone. There was a Slayer sighting on Phobos. Eyewitness reports say that he was spotted inside a command center and then proceeded to fight his way through the mortally challenged and onto the deck of the BFG-10K. This can't be confirmed, but many believe it was the Slayer himself who destroyed Mars in an attempt to stop the challenged from further advancing their position on Earth. We will post more information as it comes in. This is an ARC broadcast.
Ready yet? Wasn't it in here? Original Doom suits. gotta make it. I need 6 keys. Halfway through the game too. So more than halfway. That's good.
Your crucible is still embedded in the Titan that attacked this Sentinel City. Your first battle against the demons in this world, where the legend of the Slayer began.
Okay, so I gotta find out about my past, huh? Alright, I'm gonna end it here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.